I found some conflicting statements regarding the circumstances of Amy Bradley's disappearance. So let me just get straight into it. Now, we all know that Amy Bradley disappeared, and her dad stated that he saw her legs 5:30 on the balcony, and 30 minutes later, she disappeared. That is universally known. They are the undisputed facts, according to her dad. However, in 1998, Amy Bradley's aunt gave an interview to a newspaper, and what she says contradicts what the family have said. And I think it's important that we look at what the aunt has said, because not only does it change the timings, but it also changes the circumstances of Amy's disappearance. The aunt said that Amy was last seen by her father at 4:30 a.m. and not 5:30 a.m. as he stated. She stated that Amy Bradley's dad woke up at 3 a.m. and noticed that both his daughter and son were not in the cabin. He got dressed and found them in the disco. She goes on to say that he brought them back to the cabin, and all three of them sat for a while on the private balcony of the cabin. Now, if you remember, as I said before, Ron, Amy's dad, said that he was awake at 5:30, saw her there, went to sleep half an hour later, and at 6 a.m. he was woken up and noticed that she had vanished. But what this aunt is saying changes the timing, and also the fact that they were all sitting together on the private balcony off of the cabin. So all three of them allegedly were together, according to the aunt. She also said that Amy's dad talked Brad into having some rest and going to sleep. However, Amy chose to stay on the balcony because she was feeling a bit queasy and needed some fresh air. It's interesting too as well, because she alleges that the dad was woken up an hour later instead of the 30 minutes that he says. But what's also interesting in this interview was the fact that she says none of Amy's shoes were missing. And remember, that was an important part of what the family stated, that Amy's shoes were still there. She continued by stating that the Bradleys thought that she'd gone for a soft drink or for a snack and would be back soon. Now, there had been talk that she was apprehensive about going on this cruise, but the aunt said that she was actually really excited, and she'd bought new clothes and talking about shopping in the island boutiques for new items for her new apartment. Now, of course, we don't know anything about this aunt and the timings. Her timings could be off. She could have made a mistake. But it's very interesting how drastically they differ from what the family have said. Remember, the timings for the family's account was from 5:30 to 6. This aunt is saying that the timings were 3 a.m. when the dad woke up.